Hey, it has been a hard day for me, but has been a few days before the last upload of a video, so that makes this breakdown today. Today we come to IBSL. This is SL 2012. Thompson 1 paper 1 question. I'm still a fan of paper 1 in case you don't know. So this is a question, this is section A, only a short question. So this is a simple integration, okay? Given the integration is log k, find k. A lot of students just since the fact that they see the log k and find k, they would somehow don't have idea of what to do. Well, actually, whenever they say given something equal to something, all they want you to do is to actually calculate this. It's just that at the final answer, your answer has to be given in the form of log k, where k is one single number. That's all. All you have to do is to actually calculate this integral, which I believe most of you can do. So let's show you how you do this. So integrate. Due to the numbers, this is definite integral. So you don't have to do plus c at the end, that means. And you have to plug numbers in, right? So let's think about how do you integrate this, okay? So this is like, the number is useless, so you can just put it outside, imagine it's not there. So it's 1 over x to the power 1, okay? This is linear. Whenever it's linear, you would think about using log, okay? So the integrating formula that you should use is 1 over x dx, okay? Integrate equals to ln x, okay? No plus c for this question, but just for the formula. So don't mix this up, okay? Do not think you can do this by doing xn, okay? Now if you really forgot this, you can try. You would fail anyway. Why? Because let's say if you integrate x to the power of -1, if you use this formula, you would get x to the power of n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 plus c. So you will do -1 plus 1, -1 plus 1. I'm sorry, you can't see this from the screen. -1 plus 1 is 0, divided by n plus 1 is again 0. Anytime you divide something by 0, that's not viable. You can't do that. So you know at that point that you are doing something wrong. And maybe at this point you would actually check the formula booklet and find this. So all that matters is how do you use this formula, okay? If you remember this correctly, for the older syllabus, before 2014, what you do is you simply remembered, so you put the 2 outside, 2. For linear, 1 over linear, you do log, ln, the natural log. And then instead of x, you have 1 over this big thing. So put in the whole thing. And due to there is a 2 in front of x, you would divide the whole thing by 2. That's it. That's how you do it if you are an old syllabus student. So what you do is, this is definite integral. So we put this. Okay? Well, if in case you're gonna do standard level after 2014, after the syllabus changed, you will need to know something called integration by substitution. It's not that you must do substitution on this question. You can still do this method by remembering you just divide by 2, divide by the number of in front of x, the coefficient of x. But just in case, let's show you how do you do integration by substitution. Okay? So if you really want to do substitution, you will let another variable, usually u, to be the bottom, 2x plus 5. I don't know how your school do it. This is my way. It's probably the easiest way. What you do is you're gonna differentiate both sides with respect to x. To differentiate this, you get 2. See in the question we have dx, so we have to find dx. We would multiply dx to the other side. We can do this technically because of something called differential, but well, forget about this. We can do this because we can. And then we plug stuff in. Okay, so integrate. The numbers we hold for now. 2 over u. Okay, dx is du over 2. And then the 2 is cancelled out. All you do is integrate u du. While integrate u is ln u. Okay, technically the 0 and 5 is still there. So it's 0 and 5. But note that it's not u that is 0 and 5, but it's x that is 0 and 5. Because the original question is given in x, not u. Okay, so technically they're still zeroing U. Some schools would tell you to change this number altogether with U, but it's up to you. It's right, but anyway, that's not what I would do. So we would plug U back. After you plug U back, your stuff is in X again, and so the numbers would fit now. It's really 0 and 5 for X, so you can now substitute it in. Okay, and so minus substitute 5 in minus substitute 0 in. Okay, so this is it. This is how you do integration of substitution. It's my way. Your way would work the same in principle. But anyhow, this is what you need to know after 2013. If you have finished this topic and yet you have no idea what I'm talking about, your school is missing a topic. This is added to the syllabus after 2014. Alright, there is some work that you still need to do. But anyhow, to finish this question, we plug the numbers in just like before. 2 and 2 cancel out anyway. So 2, 5 plus 5, subtract 0 plus 5. Again, this is paper 1, people. No calculator. Okay, 2 times 5 is 10, plus 5, 15, minus log 2 times 0, 0 plus 5, 5, log 5. So this is basically it. The integration part is done. The problem is the question wants you to give the answer in just one log k, just one of it. But now we have 2. So what do? We have to merge. Okay, to do this, obviously, we go to the properties of log. If you just have this in mind, you will now go to check your formula booklet, and you probably see this. Log A over B, no matter what the base is, whatever. Okay, equal to log A minus log B. Bear in mind that the ln, okay, can you see the formula? Yeah. Ln, natural log, is just a log. It's just an ordinary log with base E. So it doesn't matter, it would fit this rule anyhow. So you have log 15 minus log 5. What does that equal to? Equal to log 15 over 5. So this is the way we use the formula. So I would highly recommend you get familiar with this. You can remember this and use this anytime at all. But if you don't, just check the formula booklets. Just be reminded that you need to check it. You need to know that it exists. Okay, and you would check. Okay, this is one big thing about the SL. The IB. I mean, they give you formula booklets. I don't like it, but well, it's there. So that's it. That basically means K is 3. So if you like, we can answer the question. That K is 3. Okay, it's found. Okay. Anyway, question is done here. Okay. Bear in mind. Okay, given blah 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 doesn't mean you have to find K just by looking at this. It actually means you calculate this. Okay, to calculate this, you need a technique called the integration by substitution, or of course you can just remember the answer. But this technique is really needed. There are some questions that are harder than this that you have to do this process. Okay, bear this in mind. So after you do this, you do definite integral, plug the numbers in. Okay. Then you will see 2 logs instead of 1 log as the question wants. Okay, so what you do is you now remember there are some properties that you can use. Okay, one would be this about subtraction. So you would use it. Okay, divide 3. That's it. This is the breakdown. This question is not too hard. If you wanted to get a 7 or 6, you probably need to know how to do this. Okay, do it completely right, and that gives you 6 marks. Alright, so that's it.